Clouds of steam billow up from below ground, heated not by man, but by the earth itself. Steam temperatures here at the Leyte geothermal site average 350 degrees Celsius, a source of energy that can be harnessed by sending the steam through turbines, which then create electricity. Manuel Piete of the Energy Development Corporation has worked at Leyte since the plant opened.
This is a showcase that geothermal is a reliable source of power.
Plants like this are now a bedrock of the Philippines energy program, making the country the world's second largest producer of geothermal. It was a program born out of necessity.
In the early 70s, we were pretty much 100% dependent on foreign oil. And then you had the OPEC embargo and the Yom Kippur War. And over a very brief period of time, oil went up like 6 times.
So, with the help of the New Zealand government, they began to tap the country's plentiful reserves of geothermal energy and reap the environmental benefits. Geothermal plants produce only a fraction of the emissions of those using hydrocarbons like carbon and natural gas. And if properly managed, it can be renewable, thanks to a process known as reinsertion, in which water is pumped back into the ground to replace lost reserves. The Philippines government now says it plans to double its geothermal output by 2030, a target that may be overly ambitious.
We have actually identified where will this come from. So we are confident that we will be able to do this.
I think doubling it from where it is today is going to be what I would call a stretch target. That's going to be tough. The only way to unleash that is to actually say that you exempt geothermal development in national parks.
The Energy Development Corporation is now looking abroad for growth. The EDC is working on projects in Indonesia, Chile, and Peru, countries where they believe geothermal makes economic sense.
And you have to look for that sweet spot. And what's the sweet spot? The places that have geothermal don't have hydrocarbons. They import their needs. They import nat gas, they import coal, they import oil.
New geothermal developments carry a high degree of risk up front. A company can spend millions on exploration, research, and drilling and find nothing. But the costs even out over time with more traditional forms of energy.
We have drilled 900 wells in the past 40 years, so we know what we're doing, and we're very, very comfortable with that risk.
A successful model at home that they hope to export to other power-hungry nations. Christy Lustau, CNN, Hong Kong.